Hi, welcome back to my channel. Just kidding, it's my first video. So today I wanted to make a Candle Day haul video. It's kind of late, but better late than never. So I picked up a couple candles in store. I participated for both days, and then I also ordered some candles online. They came sometime last week. And throughout that time, I've used a couple, haven't used a couple of them. The first candle is Fireside. So this one, really pretty iridescent packaging, and then this really beautiful glass lid. The notes on this is smoked cedar, fresh clove bud, warm embers. This candle smells very smoky, very cologne-like. And I believe this candle was out last year, or at least I saw it out last year, and I didn't pick it up just because I was like, meh, but honestly, the packaging on this really sold me. So, picked up Fireside, haven't used it, so I'm excited to use that one. I also picked up Cedar and Suede in this green packaging from the same collection. Also a really beautiful green lid. The notes are soft cedar, warm incense, and velvety suede. This smells sweet, smoky, and definitely on the wood side. This one's new to me as well. And I believe I didn't see it last year, so I'm excited to try it. I haven't used it just yet. But yeah, there is Cedar and Suede. But yeah, I picked up the Perfect Christmas white jar matte as well, and this really pretty lid from Santa Claus. The notes are fresh cut pine, cinnamon, sugar, and toasted marshmallow. Really inoffensive scent. Very heavy on the pine. Definitely very sweet from the marshmallow. And then it's like a nice spice at the end. So I really like when they do things like this. For Halloween, they had Spooky Cider Lane with like all black packaging, and then it has like a glass lid on top with a skull. So yeah, perfect Christmas with a pretty lid. So there's that. And then I also picked up Mahogany Balsam with this green label. Christmas tree in the middle. Has this like textured lid with the stars. The notes are juniper berry, fresh balsam, and mahogany wood. Yeah, this smells really, really nice. It has that cologne-like fragrance with that balsam. I used to think that it was more heavy on the balsam, but not as heavy on the mahogany. But I think it's backwards. So heavy on the mahogany and semi there with the balsam. It's a nice combination because anything like mahogany teak wood, ocean driftwood by themselves I'm not a big fan of, but when they're like this in a blend with like something else, I enjoy it. So that's Mahogany Balsam. I've used it already, and the throw is pretty heavy, maybe like an 8 out of 10. So yeah, and then this next one is Winter with that white label and the snowflake in the middle. Same kind of lid as well. The notes are white woods, pine needle, sparkling clementine, and spiced clove. Very heavy on the citrus. Then there's that pine note, and then there's definitely that spice note that really comes through. I've used this one. This is my first year using this one. And so far, I really, really like it. The throw is also like an 8 out of 10, maybe. So there's that. And then I also picked up Vanilla Snowflake with the light blue star label. And then that textured lid. The notes are frozen vanilla, iced fir needles, mint leaf, and coconut flakes. Yeah, this is like a very nice, sweet coconut scent to it, and it's really, really nice because then that mint kind of comes in the back and kind of just like You know, it just kind of cuts like all the sweetness that's going on. But yeah, also new to me this year. Really glad I picked it up. Haven't used it just yet, so I'm not sure how it performs, but I'm excited to use it. Next one I picked up is Mary Cookie in this brown label with a gingerbread, iridescent packaging as well, same kind of lid. The notes are fresh baked cookies, sparkling sugar crystals, and rich vanilla. This is my first time using this candle. I've used it already. It's phenomenal. 10 out of 10 for the throw. And it's a nice bakery scent without that like gourmandness. I don't know, or maybe that like buttery note that usually some of the other like gourmand fragrances have, or that maple like molassy almost. This one smells like straight out vanilla, cinnamon, and sugar. All around a really good candle, definitely in my top. So there's Mary Cookie. Really glad I picked this one up. And then I picked up Sweet Whiskey in this really pretty light purple with that like almost like that vintage glass pattern on the sides. The notes are golden amber, vanilla infused whiskey, sweet red berries. Yeah, it's very, very, very sweet. There's that fruitiness, and then you definitely get that sweet vanilla. So altogether, I think it smells really nice. I know it came out last year, and I guess it did really well. So they came out this year again, and they came out with a 3-wick. So with this one, I actually ended up finding it at like this abandoned mall situation. I went on Saturday to, where was it? It was Lake Elsinore. So from my house to Lake Elsinore, which is where they have an outlet here in California, it's about an hour drive. I went there, very underwhelming. And then I ended up going to like some mall around there, not really familiar with the area. And I ended up just going into this mall. Their Bath & Body Works was open, and it was pretty much empty. A whole bunch of empty stores. The workers were really nice, but I ended up going not really expecting much, and I ended up picking up this one. I actually picked up 2 there. And then in that same location, I also picked up After Dark. Really pretty like metallic color with that like marble detail at the top and the black lid. The notes to this is spiced bergamot, amber, and smooth tonka. Yeah, very citrusy, warm, and almost like spicy maybe. But yeah, this is for their men's collection that came out this year, After Dark. Really glad I picked this one up. So yeah, and then I also picked up Juniper and Gin. This one I picked 2 of these up. I picked up one in store, one online. I'm actually using one of them right now. Same kind of packaging, just with the green. The notes are juniper berries, chilled gin, and freshly squeezed lime. This one on cold, I'm not a fan. There's like a food scent. I don't know, like it smells like mashed potatoes. I don't know, kind of weird. But I decided to still give it a try using it. And once you actually use it, it smells different. I think all the other notes kind of come out. It's been maybe like 20 minutes that I've had it. So in the only 20 minutes that it's been on, so far it's doing pretty well. So I want to give it like maybe 2 hours or so. And then I think I'll have a better judgment on it. So that's a Juniper and Gin. And then in the same collection, spiced apple toddy with the red. The notes to this is warm apple brandy, spiced plum, tart cranberry, and cinnamon stick. Yeah, it's very heavy on the spice. Definitely that cinnamon. Then there's that tartness, that cranberry really shows through. And lastly, kind of that apple. It's definitely like cranberry. What's more cinnamon, cranberry, and then apple as far as like what you smell. This one's new to me this year. I know this one comes out pretty much every year, But yeah, I'm excited to try it. So yeah, spiced apple toddy. I also picked up pink rose and leather with this orange and the dark orange on the leaves with the gold lid. The notes are supple leather, blooming rose petals, and comforting patchouli. Yeah, this one has... It's definitely on the... It's patchouli heavy for sure. Yeah, it smells... there's definitely that rose scent. You definitely get that that leather scent as well. And honestly, it's so interesting when like companies are able to have like the smell of leather in like a product. I've had it in the Tom Ford. I forgot what it was called, but it's like a leather scent. And it's really similar as to what's in here, but that one kind of smells like a leather couch. I don't know. But yeah, you definitely get that like patchouli, that leather, and then that rose. But I feel like the rose is kind of like an undertone. It's like a nice balance. So haven't used this one yet. I don't know if I will use it, but it smells nice on cold. So I guess we'll see. Up next, I also picked up Ginger Lime Twist. This one I picked up the last day at like 8:30 or something like that. The notes are fresh lime zest, fizzy ginger beer, crushed mint leaves. This one smells really, really nice. It definitely like gives you that drink feel. It definitely feels like, it smells like it's a drink. And I've used this one also, and it definitely fills up your space in a pretty like I thought it was pretty quick compared to some of the other candles. But yeah, Ginger Lime Twist, you get that fizziness. There's like this effervescence that you get, and then the ginger beer is very like forward in here. So yeah, Ginger Lime Twist, really pretty packaging. I tried getting Afternoon Rainfall, but I wasn't lucky. So yeah, I'm still on the lookout for that one. I also picked up Ice Winter Balsam in this green wraparound packaging with the Christmas tree on top as a lid. The notes are frozen eucalyptus, sugared pine, and fresh balsam. Very heavy on the balsam. And then the sweetness that you get here is like a simple syrup kind of sweetness. Kind of like if you were to make, a simple syrup and you add some pine to it. It smells very sugary. But yeah, I've used this one already. I used this one for maybe about like 3 hours, and then like at 1 hour, like the throw is actually really, really good on this one, like an 8 or a 9 even. So yeah, Ice Winter Balsam. Really like that one. And then I also picked up Christmas Cider in the same collection, just red packaging, same Christmas lid. The notes are malt cinnamon, crushed clove, creamy nutmeg, and simmering cider. This one, the strongest note that really comes through is like this like maple-like syrupy kind of scent. So yeah, it's a bit sweeter. It's not a big fan of it, but glad I picked it up. This is my first time using this one. Yeah, it's like this maple-like scent, and then there's this like spiciness that comes through, and at the very end you kind of get like this almost like this fruity scent that kind of comes through. But yeah, Christmas Cider. There's that one. And then my favorite one from that collection is Frosted Cranberry in this purple wraparound label as well, same kind of Christmas tree. The notes are iced cranberries, blonde woods, red apple, and tonka bean. This smells heavenly. It's like the fall gods in a jar. But you definitely get that like fruitiness, that sweetness, that tartness, and I'm personally a really big fan of like fruity candles, and this is definitely one of those. I use this all year round. I picked up 2 of these last year, and I use them throughout the year. Love them. So yeah, that's Frosted Cranberry. And then I also picked up from their Neutrals collection this White Woods and Peach with this matte, like light orange kind of vibe. And then this white lid. The notes are Juicy Peach, Soft White Woods, and Cinnamon Stick. This smells delicious. It's like peach rings with cinnamon, and who doesn't like peach rings and cinnamon? So, love this one. I've used it already. The throw is maybe like a 7, but like this, as I was like using it and smelling it, it reminded me of a candle that came out last year. At least that's when I saw it. It was this one. It was Peach on Earth, Gift Comfort, I believe. The notes on this one are fresh peach, sweet cinnamon, frosted vanilla. And honestly, they sound really similar. Juicy peach, fresh peach, sweet cinnamon, cinnamon stick, and then frosted vanilla and soft white woods. That's like the only different note, but they smell identical to me. But I don't mind it. I only had one of these, so I'm glad I picked this one up like as a backup. So there is White Peaches, or White Woods and Peach. All right, and then moving along in that same collection, Linen and Lavender, this same kind of matte bluish violet kind of jar. The notes are crisp linen, lavender, sea salt, and fresh air breeze. Very spa-like, very relaxing, very heavy on that like floral lavender. And then you kind of get this like almost linen, like linen sheets kind of vibe. But it seems like the lavender here is much stronger. I've used this one in a single wick, and I was excited to pick it up in a 3-wick. Definitely a spring candle for sure. So yeah, like that one. And then Spiced Pumpkin and Patchouli, same collection. At least this one came out in the fall. The other two that I talked about came out recently for like Candle Day. So this one has Rich Pumpkin, Warm Patchouli, and Touch of Cinnamon Sugar. I've used this one already. Throws a 10. Like, it's crazy. And it's definitely a luxe version of a pumpkin spice. It's not very generic. And I feel like this, the patchouli here definitely elevates the candle. So it's a more sophisticated way of enjoying pumpkin spice. So yeah, Spiced Pumpkin and Patchouli. Glad I picked this up too, because I was kind of hesitant. And then there's Applewood and Clove with the gray matte white lid. The notes are rich applewood, warm clove, and white birch. I love this candle. It reminds me a lot of pumpkin apple, and I like that fragrance, but I don't think that they're exactly the same. I definitely think that they're very similar, but yeah, you definitely get that apple, that clove, and then there's like this like woodiness to it. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna try to pick up a couple of these just because I don't know if they'll ever come back with them. So there's Applewood and Clove. And then I also picked up White Tea and Jasmine in the same kind of packaging as Spiced Pumpkin and Patchouli. The notes are crisp white tea, soft jasmine petals, and fresh bergamot. Yeah. It smells really nice. Definitely spring, very fresh, crisp, kind of like a renewal kind of vibe to it. I feel like you like use this and it'll like cleanse your whole like space, honestly. The throw on this sadly is like maybe like a 7, but I will definitely give it another go. Just because the first time it was like about 2 hours that I had it going. So, but yeah, White Tea and Jasmine. Really, really nice candle. And then I also picked up Snowy Coconut Frost. This one's new to me. This is the first time that I saw this one. It comes in this like light blue feather wraparound like packaging with the snowflake lid. The notes are iced coconut, white birch, and warm vanilla. It seems like it's just very sweet coconut and a hint of vanilla, really. That white woods doesn't really like come through. Sorry. But yeah, snowy coconut frost. I like it on cold, but I was kind of expecting more. Hopefully when I use it, there's that white birch that might come through. So who knows? And then the last two candles that I picked up, Falling Flurries in this really pretty green snowy forest. This snowflake lid as well. The notes are Frozen Thyme, Fresh Eucalyptus, Ripe Pear, and Sandalwood. I love this candle. It's definitely one of my tops. This is definitely like a spring candle for sure. This is kind of in the realm of what's the candle? Like Laundry Day, linen sheets, almost like that detergent vibe. But I think it's like the eucalyptus and the thyme, and then that pear that's in the snow that kind of just like really brings it all together. I picked up 2 of these last year. Really like them. I use them throughout the year, and I'm glad I picked up Falling Flurries again. So I was happy to see that. And then the last one, the same collection. It's Strawberry Snowflakes in the same kind of packaging, just pink and purple. Same kind of lid. The notes are Juicy Strawberry, Whipped Cream, and Iced Bergamot. 10 out of 10. Love this fucking candle. My sister ended up using this one, and I ended up getting another one. I also purchased body care for her just because it smells that good. Kind of has like a gourmand kind of feel to it. It's like almost like a buttercream, like a strawberry buttercream vibe. So once you actually get to use it, the throw is pretty good, maybe like an 8. But the scent, I personally am a really big fan of this one. So yeah, Strawberry Snowflakes. So yeah, that actually concludes the candles that I picked up in store. And yeah, I'll go ahead and show you guys which other ones I ended up getting online. Let me just move some stuff around. Yeah, I kind of went a little crazy this year. Last year I made maybe like 16 candles. This was before the collection started, the obsession really. All right, so there is the blends with the green and blue tie-dye, Aloha Kiwi Passion Fruit, and Tiki Beach textured lid as well. The notes are Tropical Passion Fruit, Radiant Kiwi, Toasted Coconut, Vanilla Musk. This smells beautiful. Very tropical, very summer. It's a nice, there's like a nice coconut undertone here. And what's interesting about these kind of candles, like the blends, it seems that from the 2 original scents, one seems to overpower the other. And in this case, I think it's Tiki Beach. I'm not mad at it. I love both candles, you know, separately, and I think together they mesh pretty well. You definitely get that coconut, vanilla, and that juiciness from the kiwi and the passion fruit. So overall, I'm not mad at it. Really, really nice. And I used it, the throw was like an 8 as well. It's pretty good. Following along, the same collection, Ocean Driftwood and White Gardenia with a 3-colored tie-dye. And then it has like this light blue wax with the textured lid. This one is Sea Washed Mahogany, Classic White Gardenia, and Ocean Lavender. This smells nice. This one, from the 2 original scents, White Gardenia seems to be the stronger one. So I do appreciate that. And then there's that like mahogany cologne-like fragrance. So it's like, I don't know, it's very like masculine and feminine at the same time, but I think it works really, really nice. So yeah, that is Ocean Driftwood and Gardenia. All right. And then the last one that I have from that collection is Cinnamon Stick and Waikiki Beach Coconut with the orange yellow tie-dye, and then this like like orangish, reddish kind of wax in the textured lid. The notes are fresh, vanilla, fresh coconut cream, dash of nutmeg, and cinnamon stick. This one is heavier on the coconut. Yeah, on the Waikiki Beach coconut for sure. And then the spice from the cinnamon. As I was smelling this, I haven't used this one, but as I was smelling it just like on cold, it reminded me a lot of a candle that I already have, which is Tropical Spice, with this like white label and then this orange lid. The notes are Tahitian vanilla, fresh coconut cream, dash of nutmeg, and cinnamon stick garnish. So the notes are like really like similar. So vanilla, coconut cream, fresh coconut cream, and then dash of nutmeg, and cinnamon stick garnish. I do want to say that there is maybe like a slight difference. This one is a little bit heavier on the coconut, and then this one has a little bit more of that spice. But honestly, I feel like they're the exact same candles. So there's that. And then I picked up 3 of the online exclusives, which are these. I picked up Winter White Woods with this like really pretty snowflake label and the snowflake lid. White wax. The notes are glistening icicles, dried cedar bark, and spiced sandalwood. This one smells really nice. It just really smells like if you're burning a pine tree, really. It kind of reminds me of like when Christmas is over, usually like my dad would cut up the tree and then throw it into like a pit that he had and just burn the Christmas tree. And that's kind of what it reminds me of. So it's really strange how nostalgic this scent is. I picked it up last year and yeah, I said why not? So I picked it up this year as well. And then I picked up Fresh Winter Air. Similar label, just green wax, same kind of lid. The notes are zesty citrus, fresh peppermint, and cold evergreen. It's that evergreen seems like a combination of pine and balsam. Then there's that peppermint. And the citrus note I don't really get on cold. I've used it already and I still didn't get it in, while it was being used. So yeah. And also I say that I use the candles, but I really warm them. I don't burn them. I just feel like aesthetically they look nicer, when you put them away. So I usually just warm my candles. But yeah, Fresh Winter Air. There's that one. And then following along, I also ended up getting Blush Poinsettia with the same label and then just like the pink wax and the snowflake lid. The notes are rose petals, green ivy, and sweet marshmallow. I saw this one last year and I picked it up this year just because I didn't pick it up last year. This one reminds me of the marshmallow from Marshmallow Fireside, and you take the fireside part out and you add a little bit of rose water and this is what you get. There's that kind of sweetness to it. So I'm excited to use it. But I don't know, it kind of came dinged up in the mail and I'm kind of afraid it might break or something or spill, but I guess we'll see. And then I picked up French Baguette in this really pretty label. The black lid I actually used from like a different candle that I ended up like using. So there's that. The notes are slow rising dough, crispy crust, and a pat of butter. It's insane how they get the smell of bread in a candle. That's crazy, but I don't see myself using it. It's just for like collector's purposes. So French Baguette. I also picked up Orange and Ginger with like this like orangish label with the metallic gold lettering. Black lid. The notes are ginger, orange, spearmint, jasmine petals, and blonde woods. This literally smells like a cleaner. Like a cleaner, but like in a good way. Kind of like, I don't know, like those like concentrated like cleaners that you dilute with water. That's kind of what I get. Very strong on the ginger and the orange, but I'm not mad at it. Then I also picked up Wine Cellar and this like really pretty label and this really beautiful deep purple color. The notes are mulled apples, fresh fig, and cedarwood. Very mature. I love the scent. What this reminds me of is if you were to go to like a wine tour and they were to empty a wine barrel and you stick your head in there, this is exactly what that would smell like. Or at least I think it would. There's that woodiness, there's that like wine scent to it. It's not necessarily like that fruity wine. There's that like, I don't know, it's like, it is a fruity wine, but it's more heavier on the wood part. So that's why, you know, kind of like the residue of, you know, the wine that they ended up using, and you stick your head in this like wooden barrel. That's what I think that would smell like. So there's that. I actually picked up, I had it before, Wine Cellar, but it's just in this packaging. And I'm pretty happy that they brought it back again. And then one of my favorites this year is Merry Mistletoe in the green packaging. And then this like minimalistic kind of Christmas tree, gold lid. The notes are frozen cranberries, sparkling pear, icy peppermint, and balsam branches. Yeah, it's heavier on the fruity side. You get the tartness. There's this, it's like first fruity, then tart. And then it's like by fruity, there's that like berry scent. The pear really comes through. And then it's that like, that balsam that like is like, you know, based on like what I'm getting from this candle is fruity, tartness, balsam, and then that like peppermint. The peppermint's very subtle, very, very subtle, very subtle. I'm just kidding, but yeah. Merry Mistletoe. Really glad I picked this one up. And then I also picked up Unicorn Sprinkles. I had a white lid and I just replaced it. Really pretty packaging as well. The notes to this is fluffy cotton candy, rainbow candy drops, and sugared lemon. Yeah, it smells like almost like an Airhead. Sugary, lemony, very candy-like. As I was smelling it though, it reminded me a lot of this one, raspberries and whipped vanilla. It seems like they might be dupes. I don't know. Pink raspberries, strawberry vanilla bean, and sugared lemon drop. It smells very, very, very similar. Just like lemon, like sugar, like candy, really. So yeah, that is Unicorn Sprinkles. So I got that one. Haven't used this one because I've used this one before and I like it, so, but I don't think I'm gonna use that one, just for collector's purposes as well. And the last candle is the most confusing one, really. Land of Snow. It's really hard for me to pinpoint what this smells like, really. Has like a really pretty label, and then this like beautiful ornament lid. The notes are snowy cypress, iced juniper berries, and frozen oak moss. Yeah, I don't know. It smells sweet. It smells detergent-like. It smells like cologne. I don't know. It smells like a sweet detergent that has cologne in it, really. The cologne is subtle though, or like, at least it's like masculine fragrance that comes with it. But yeah, on cold, I'm not really a big fan of it, but I appreciate how unique it is. So I do like that. With that being said, I think that's actually, yeah, that's all my candles for Candle Day, or at least this haul for Candle Day. If you're interested in more videos, I do plan on making more videos, like semi-annual sales around the corner, and I know like with the new year, you know, also around the corner, they have a variety of new scents that are also coming. I'm excited to see if they're repackages, if they're new fragrances, or you know, anything like that. So yeah, if you're interested in more videos or any like candle related content, then go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. And until then, I'll see you later. Bye.